Okay, we are up and going, I think. Yes, we are. Okay, perfect. Got that. Got this. Ah, so lovely. So lovely that plan. Wow, I can't speak. So lovely that I planned ahead and totally have everything ready. I mean, I do, it's just that for some reason things are taking a while to load. I don't know why. Let's see. I think today we're gonna pick up in the Xenoblade section of this. And I'm gonna keep that going there. No, an ad playing. It's probably blaring. I actually need to fix my volume real quick. Okay, perfect. That's up and going. And then let me just adjust this so I can have this right here. And I think we're about ready to go. Let me just make sure of something real quick. Yes, we are pretty good to go. Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everyone's having a good day, and if you're not having a good day, I hope it gets better for you. Today, just like kind of how we did yesterday. Actually, hold on, let me smudge this down a little bit. Just like we did yesterday, we are going to be ranking, or trying to be ranking, my top 25 games. We'll see how this turns out. I feel like this one's not going to be as bad as yesterday's because it's, I think it's a little bit more easier. I think. I say that and then watch this be like such a difficult time for me to do things. Like legitimately. Like I feel like we will have like I think we'll have like the final product done quicker. I think maybe I don't know. It's like it's hard to place like what do I want to say? I guess it's kind of hard to say because like it's probably going to start like how it did yesterday when we started. I was like, "Oh, I know what to do. I know like where everything's going to go. I have a gut feeling of where things are going to play out." It didn't. Things drastically changed a lot as time went on, and I think it's going to be somewhat easier today. We'll see. I definitely have. Oh, I need to check. Let me see something. Does this pop up? It doesn't. Okay, so that's going to be good. I have my old one saved. I'm definitely going to be looking into trying to bring that folder up when the time comes. So that way we can do like a little cool little side by side comparison of what's changed over. I think the last time I did a game ranking was 4 years ago. So how times have changed. There's definitely like I think some of these are like very similar from the quick I didn't like glance at it too long. From the quick glance I did, there are definitely a lot of similarities in here, but there's also some newcomers in here. Or at least on the pre setup. Pre whatever we want to call this. The pre-log thing. But I think it's time that we actually start doing this. I think we're gonna go the same way. We're gonna start from the bottom from 25 and go all the way up to 1. And oh man, this is gonna be okay. I think I would put. Okay. I think Super Mario Sunshine goes in here. I think Celeste goes in here. I would say. Oh man. This is. I think Tetris Effect would go in here. I think Pikmin 2 does go in here as well. I haven't played it in a while, but. And then The Evil Within, I think, would come in here as well. Now, their individual rankings, though. I think I'm low key. I think this is the only thing that changes. I really love. Hold on. That might be a lie. I really loved Pinkman 2. Celeste, I think I would just have it above. I enjoyed Celeste a lot. Super Mario Sunshine, Tetris Effect, The Evil Within. Low key. That's interesting. Okay. I would say yes for right now. I think. I think for right now, yes, I'm fine with these playing. Oh, and the BGM getting an ad. Great. There we go. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna keep it for right now. It's right there. Again, it's probably gonna go through multiple changes, just like how yesterday's kind of went through. Next row. Let's see. I don't know where I would want to start. I think Bloodborne might go here. It might actually go into 15. I think Bloodborne, God of War, the 2018 game. That one was really, really good. Vampire Survivors. Pokemon Platinum, maybe. Again, Bloodborne and like Pokemon Platinum might actually move up. I'm gonna see. And I think. Ooh, this is such a toughie. I think 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim actually goes into here. Now is the tough part. I like Pokemon more than Vampire Survivors. I preferred Bloodborne over God of War. Even though I haven't played either one in such a long time, I still have very fond memories of Bloodborne. It was like my first Souls game, so like it holds that like that little oomph in it where I'm like, I really, really, really do like it. But other than that, I think I'm okay with God of War 2018 being there. I'm fine with Pokemon Platinum, Vampire Survivors, and 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Well, we'll see. I'm like, I swear, if you haven't played 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, you should. It's a really good story. Even though it's a visual novel, I really like the tactical aspect of it. I think it's very fun. And I think it's like such a cool dynamic that it really does change the way these types of games are played. I wish it was added more. I think. Dang, didn't we just get an ad? Why are we getting so many ads? Oh my goodness gracious.
That looks so cool. What?
Okay. There we go. And then let's move to 15. The 15th spot. The more this gets narrowed down, the harder it's like becoming. I think FF10 and 10-2. This is basically 10. I know it's the 10 and 10-2 cover, but this is 10. I might have to look up a different photo and use that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let me put this right here real quick. And let me make sure. Okay, it's not popping up right there, but that's okay. Okay, see. Oh, well. 10. I don't know why I picked the 10, like the 10-10-2 cover. Let's do this one. Games, and then you guys are just. Fortunately, it's going to be blacked out for just a second, real quick, while I load this file in. There we go. Oh, whoops! I accidentally minimized my own. Wait, I'm messing up. Okay, there we go. I was like, why am I minimizing my own thing? We have Final Fantasy X. Why does this keep happening? Why is my bar keep my chat box keep disappearing on me? Okay, so we have 10. Ooh. This is gonna be interesting. We have Final Fantasy X. I would probably put. Let's say Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy for right now is going in there. I think Persona 5 Royal goes in here. I think Persona 4 Golden goes in here as well. I do think Final Fantasy 7, the OG, goes in here. Oh, wait. No. The remake. Sorry. Now, of these, this is tough. I would say Mario Galaxy, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal, 10, and then 7 Remake. Sure. I'm actually gonna hold on.
Oh no, your girlfriend.
Another ad, jeez. Let me just put this here. I'm just gonna put this called this Think box. Because I feel like we're gonna run into that same issue that we had yesterday where there's ones that I do hold in high regards. And I'm just trying to figure out their placement. Let me put this at the bottom because I don't need that. I think. Ooh. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Let's put Dead Space 2. We'll have Dead Space in there. I think Final Fantasy 7 OG's in here. I think Rebirth makes it here. I do think Elden Ring would go in here. And I already see an issue in this area that I'm gonna have to come back to. That I'm as I'm going, I'm okay, I gotta go back and think something. I think I put Mario Kart Wii here too. I loved Mario Kart Wii. This, however, is where things get interesting. I think Elden Ring I would put at 6. This might be a very first hot take. I think I would go with Rebirth. Then I think I'd go with Dead Space 2, Final Fantasy VII, the OG, and then Mario Kart Wii for right now. For right now. This honestly is gonna crumble really quickly. And I can already see it. Because there is a huge, and I mean a huge, glaring issue. But top 5 then for right now, Nier Automata, always. That will... I won't say nothing just yet. Xenoblade 2. I think Xenoblade 3. I think Cyberpunk. And I think maybe BG3. Hello, Min. How are you? Hope all is good. And yes, my brain cells are somewhat recovered, but as I've like gone through this, I've kind of realized that I am running into the same issue that I did yesterday, where I have, I think, overestimated what I put in here, and I'm like thinking to myself, oh god, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Oh no. But I hope you're having a good day, Min. I hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a great day. For the top 5, Nier Automata is staying at 1. That is probably... Nier Automata and Xenoblade 2 are like there. I do think I would put BG3 at 3. Wow, that's a little bit of a tongue twister. I think I put Cyberpunk over Xeno 3. Now, here comes the issue. And it's a very big issue. A lot of these, I think I've messed this up. Even with some of these placements already, just like the pretext, that's just like the layout, the fundamental layout. I'm seeing like some glares here. I think I have to go. The first hardest one is put my Kingdom Hearts 2 in. And this is where things are going to get a little tricky. Kingdom Hearts 2 is so fucking good. I love it so much. And I honestly believe... I think I put it like right here. So in theory, that just... Oh man, that puts everything out. Okay, hold on. But let me think about this real quick, because this is where things are getting a little glaring. I do think I like 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Yeah, I definitely would put it over Vampire Survivors. I think I put it over Pokemon. I do have a little... This is where it gets a little dicey, is in this section here. I think... See, the problem is that, like, again, it's the same thing that I had with the anime and manga thing, was that, like, some of these I haven't played in a while. In a good while. And I think that's the problem, is that, like, I don't think I'm remembering all of them to what they were for me. Like, they all hold, clearly, they all hold, like, some good value to me. But there's some of these that it's been years since I've played. But... Okay. Low-key, I would probably put Bloodborne over Evil Within. I'll move it over Tetris Effect. I think it honestly... I think it shoots all the way up to here. Yeah. Here's where things get a little dicey. God of War. I think I just put it right here before Tetris Effect. Evil Within, let me drop you back down. Mario Kart, or hold on. We got a Vampire Survivors gets knocked out for like just a second so I can think about this. Okay. Fuck me. this is genuinely, this is gonna be this might go crazy. Okay. Oh no, this legitimately will drive me crazy now. I didn't think this was gonna be as bad, but I'm already like having issues. And the first big issue too is this. Let me put the ones I think that are gonna be on this list here for right now. And then that way we can kind of like debate this. Do you think Stardew would make it? Yes. 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 This is supposed to be 10. I accidentally just downloaded the 10.2 photo, so this is not even supposed to be here. But Vampire Survivors, I think you could make it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Dragon Quest 11. Let me start with... let me not start with Dragon Quest 11. Hold on. Let me start with Xeno. Base Xenoblade Chronicles. I love 2 and 3 a lot more. I wouldn't say a lot more. I love them more than I do regular Xenoblade. But there isn't that much of a gap between. I would say like Xeno 1, like it's great, right? It's easily, if I'm being completely honest with you, like I think like every game on this list, and I think the problem with this list is games I would consider like 10 out of 10 games. No, they are. They're all like 10 out of 10 games. They're games I would like on any given day, I would be like, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 game. And I think that's why this is becoming like such an issue. It's because it's hard for me to do this. Xeno, I almost, not even almost, I think Xeno not even drops, goes up to here. And that takes OG down. Like we're doing all this fun little maneuvering here, and that drops Pokemon out for right now. I'm putting Pokemon there. This thinking box has not helped me one bit. I thought this thinking box where I could like just like look at them and see it would help me. It's not. But oh, I love this song. Time to get emotional while thinking about all these peak fiction games. God, dog, I wish we had the lyrical version. Probably, it's probably for the best that we don't. I would probably end up on here bawling my eyes out if we had the lyric version of this playing. Oh wait, no, not Brotherhood. I'm sorry. Brotherhood might make it, we'll see. Stardew Valley. Let's put you... Let me think about you, buddy. Oh, what the hell did I do? Wait, what did I do? Why did I... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I messed up. Okay, hold on. My brain's like deep fried now. How did I do this? Okay. But these games weren't there, so they should go just... Yeah. Oh, dog, can I rewind? My brain is like smushed together now all of a sudden. Hold on. I don't know what I clicked to like throw this into a loop, but oh man. First off, thank you for the 10 streak. I appreciate it. And yeah, this list is actually a lot more. I think I underestimated the fuck. I underestimated this super severely. Because I was like thinking the whole time going in from last night getting off till like today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be fine. Like this won't be a problem. This is becoming a problem. And it's crazy to be thinking about that because like this is absolutely insane. Oh no, what have I done? 13 Sentinels. I still prefer. Okay. I keep whacking my head with 13 Sentinels because it's like it's such a great fucking game. Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley, I think, actually cracks the top 10 and it drops like this all down. Evil Within, I gotta put you here. You're still in contention. Don't want it thinking that it's not. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a water. I might actually need one. Holy hell. Okay, I am back. I grabbed my water. Oh no. What have I done? This is bad. This legitimately is so bad. The next thing, I think it's time for me to knock this out. I think I want to knock this one out. Is Kingdom Hearts. Specifically Kingdom Hearts 1.5. And then I don't know if I don't remember if I mentioned it. This is Kingdom Hearts 2.5, the final mixes. They're like definitive edition. They're the definitive versions of each game. Kingdom Hearts. I love me Kingdom Hearts. However, over the years, I've like 2.5 has like really solidified itself as like one of my favorites. Because it has like so much. There's a lot of great stuff to it. But 1.5, I think it's like dropped, which is kind of crazy because I used to be such an avid fan of it, but I'm still a fan, of course. Yeah, no, the only consistent, yeah, I don't like, if I'm being completely honest, Nier is like solidified its spot as my number one. And if it's gonna be like super hard for that, like the only closest one is Xeno 2. And even then, I'm like, I'm taking Nier. I'm taking Nier Automata over Xeno 2. Which is crazy to think about because Xeno 2, like I know like the voice acting and stuff like that isn't that good, English version wise, but and some of the gameplay is like really hard. Because like a lot of the gameplay features in Xeno 2 isn't told to you. It's not in a tutorial or nothing. A lot of it's for you to figure out. Which kind of it makes the game fun as you try to figure it out, but a lot of the gameplay mechanics you need to figure out on your own. But even then, I love that fucking game so much. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 though. I think you honestly, I think you're right here. And Tetris, you hold on, you're gonna be like in the thinking spot too. The thing with Nier Automata that I really love a lot is it's the moral complexity of like robots being human like humans. The huge top, like the main one, I don't want to spoil too much because I do want to replay it one day here, just in case. The big thing with Nier Automata is like I'm a very like I like things that give you this like moral complexity thing, like this hard moral complexity thing about it, where can robots actually be humans and stuff like that. Like it goes through that aspect of it as well, like what is considered a human and stuff like that. That's like one of the big dilemmas in the game, is what do we consider humans? If a robot has a feeling and stuff like that, is it considered human-like, or is it, because it's a robot, is it just a robot? And then we have the big arcing storyline happening in the background of it that just like amplifies this like 10 times more. The gameplay is fucking amazing. I could rave day in, day out about how much the OST is just that good. There's a lot in Nier Automata, and I can't wait to like replay it one day here. It's probably good. I really want to replay it in the new year because I think it's been years on it. I don't know how long, but it's been a while. Oh, you will love the performance because hold on, I want to make sure I have the correct name, the correct song that she plays. She plays one particular song. Yes. Okay, I was correct. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like wrong about saying what I was about to say. The performance for her song, I won't say what song it is, but you will probably hear like when we play, if you hear it, you'll instantly know. That performance to this day is still one of my most favorite performances in all of gaming. The way she delivered her song in this game, I think she did it like I think there's like different variations of it. Hang on, I'm pulling it up on my phone. Like she has gone through, let me just make sure I have it right. Yes, okay, so like there's different variations of the song, but I think she's in charge of 2 of them. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think she's in charge of 2 of them. And both, the first one is like a 10 out of 10 performance. The second one performance is easily like 100 out of 10. It somehow, she just got better and better and better playing it. If I'm being completely honest, her performance and singing is just so fucking good. I love it dearly. And I like, there's times where I'm like, I wish I could delete my memory of like the song she did just so I could rehear it again for the first time. It's that freaking good. It's that good. And BG3, you know what's funny? It kind of surprises me too, because like if you would have asked me like when I originally played it, would it make my top 5? I don't think so. I think with BG3 what happened or what it grew on me was that again another game that I really oh sorry, I have to restart the whole playlist. Give me 1 second. But I think with BG3, the thing for me was I love I love RPGs and stuff like that. But when I'm telling you like this has so many like gameplay and elements to it that really make it great. It's like I kid you not. I think I've talked about I'm pretty sure I think I did. I hate like I don't mind repeating myself, but I hate when I don't remember if I did say it. I think that's the problem. I spent like with Persona 5 Royal, I think to this day it's still the game I spent the most amount of time on a game in a first playthrough, and I think that cracked like the 130 150 hours mark in just a single playthrough for the first time. I think Xenoblade 2 is second with like 120 some hours as well in my first playthrough of it. And then I think BG3 is like right there at like easily 100 plus. I think it was like 115, 120, like 8 or something like 80, 90. I don't remember the exact thing. The number's a little skewed on my like my playtime thing because of I tried modding the game, it didn't work. Then they were gonna add mod support where you could just have like a public domain, and it like that fixed. I didn't need those mods anymore, and then I just never returned back to it because other games and other stuff got in the way, and I just was like, oh, well. But it's honestly, BG3 is truly, truly a spectacular. All of these games are spectacular in their own rights. Like even the ones down here, like Darkwood we just played, I think that's like a really unique experience and horror. And I think I'm like the more I'll think about it, I think the more Darkwood could probably like move. I think Darkwood, I don't think I added it here just in case, and I don't think it's cracking the top 25, but it's a phenomenal game in its own right. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is easily my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I loved Brotherhood so much. I love the mechanics of it. I love the story of it. Danganronpa 2 was great. Exactly, like 100 plus is like no, it took time. I think like when it's weird when like for me when for Persona 5 Royal, it was like weird. For Persona 5 Royal, it was like really stretched out because it took place over like a few months. Yes, BG3's world is phenomenal. And the fact of the matter is that like you can change the outcome of how the game in the world is off the rip. Like as soon as you start the game, depending on certain interactions you take, you can change the whole game and make the world a different place, or like make the game a completely different spectrum than what it was. It is insane of how drastic it is. Like hang on. I think because the thing of it is they keep patching the game. They keep putting out different like patches for BG3. And I don't know how many it's at. Hang on. Because they keep adding all these amazing mechanics and stuff like that. And Yes. Okay. So here's the funny thing, okay? And this is gonna sound crazy. And I was like, I remember the number, like, I remember reading about the number like one time, but I was like, let me not say that number because I don't know if it's right. I think there is, I think, let me make sure I'm reading this right. I think there's like 5 to 10-ish different endings you can get in the game, but there's 17,000 different variations of those endings you can get depending on certain dialogue choices, yeah. So yeah, there's about 17,000 different ending variations depending on certain interactions and certain things that you do along the journey to get to that thing. Like a lot of the endings are the same, but the variations of them is very different. So that's what makes it like such a unique experience too. Yes, exactly. Yes. NPC dialogue changes just based on the race you pick to start your character. Because like a lot of it's funny, BG3's world, there's a lot of racism in this world because certain like race classes that you will pick, other like NPCs that you may interact with will not like you just because of you being a lizard or something like that. So like you can deal with different interactions just be based off the class system you pick at first. Even the like if you're a warrior or wizard or anything like that, that changes dialogue as well. Like there's so many different variations of like storytelling that you can go along with. It it's just impressive. It's impressive as hell and stuff. That's why whenever I see like people soak in like so much time to BG3, I'm like, I'm not surprised. I'm really not that surprised because it is a phenomenal game. It is phenomenal. And it's just, it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. I think the next one I'm going to try to start making a case for. It's the House in Fata Morgana. Now, I will say this to the cows go home. I don't know if we put like I considered it a game, even though it's like strictly a visual novel. I I consider it a game. Even though the only button you really push is A, depending on if you're playing on key or I played it on keyboard and mouse where you just click a mouse thing. But I'm forever this game is just this visual novel is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I honestly I don't think it cracks top 10. However, I do think it goes in here. Yes, I would put it over all these guys. Yes. 30 Ages, again, you're probably going to be in the thinking spot too. You're probably going to be going right back up here, and I will have to debate you myself. The House in Fata Morgana, I can't say it enough. It's a spectacular story. I love it. I'm going to try to play it in my free time or read it in my free time this year, because I want to redo it again. And I got the special edition of it from limited run games a while ago, and it comes with like the bonus content of it and like the extra story I haven't played yet and like an after story thingamabomb. It's weird. I have to look and see what that's all about, but I do want to go through that as well and see what that is all about. The next one. Oh man, this was such a mistake. I think Final Fantasy IX, let's start talking about you, because you are, again, another wonderful game. Oh my god. What have I done? Low key, and this might be a very hot take, I'm going to put Stardew Valley over Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
I don't think I can put it over Rebirth just yet. I'm gonna think about it. I definitely don't think it's going to pass Elden Ring. I don't think so there. I don't think it passes Xeno, but like these two, I might have to duke this out in my head and stuff like that. Final Fantasy IX though, I think we can make a case up here for it. The question is where will I put it? I think with 9, I don't know, man. This is toughy. Cause like this is where it's like really weird category where like I don't know. I don't know. I think it beats out Xeno. And that would drop Kingdom Hearts down, you know, the whole shebang of everything dropping back down. God of War falls out, but I'm going to be debating you too. Okay. I think. Yes, we'll keep it there for right now. The next one. Halo 2. Halo 2 has kind of fallen for me a bit. I do... And it's weird. I still think of it as like one... It is. I don't even think. It is my favorite FPS shooter of all time. I love... Dog, I loved playing Halo 2, man. Halo 2 was so good, man. I loved it so much. I love the Halo games. I never played them online because I never could figure out how they worked when I had the system for it. I never played it online, but I loved playing like the campaign, and like me and my brother used to always play the co-op, just like battle arena thing that it had with it. I have so many fond memories of it. I don't know where I would put Halo 2 though. Because I'm having such a difficult time. I don't think, oh man, I don't think Halo 2 might actually not make this list. So yes, okay, so here's the funny thing. Here is the funny thing about it, right? Remake, I think I gave, like, I don't remember how long ago it was. Remake, it might honestly, like, drop down after I'm still thinking about it. Rebirth, I don't think I gave, I think that was, no, I think Remake is the, I gave an 8. I think Rebirth, I gave, like, a 9.5? Let me see. This might take a little small amount of time for me to find. Luckily I saved my threads. So no, Rebirth I gave a 9.5. I think I was like, did I? Rebirth I gave a 9.5. I think it was the remake where I gave it like an 8.5. And even then I think like the funny thing is that I'm rewatching my brother play it and from time to time, and I'm just like, dog, this game was good too. But even then, like the more I'm like sitting here and thinking about it, and that's why I'm going to be like rearranging some of this stuff. Okay, I think I gotta rearrange some things too. Unfortunately, I don't think Halo 2 cracks this list where I stand with things right now. So for right now, I'm going to put you back at the end of, I think. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. But some of these I do need to like fix up a bit here. I think it's best to start with the top. I think I liked Celeste more than Pikmin 2. And I like Super Mario Sunshine over Pikmin 2. Bloodborne I would put over Rebirth. I love Bloodborne. Or not Rebirth, remake. It sucks that the new Final Fantasy like remakes is all going with the like using R's and stuff, and then we have the whole like we have remake, rebirth, and then whatever the third game's gonna be, which fan theories galore for like what the third name could be. Final Fantasy Bloodborne and Final Fantasy X. I think I liked Final Fantasy X just a bit more. Yes. Hold on. Remake. I think I'm okay for right now with this. Final Fantasy X is definitely more. I prefer more than this. Actually, you know what? This goes up. Mario Kart Wii drops down. Yes, I think that's where I'm fine with that. I think Persona 4 Golden goes over Mario Kart. Persona 5 I would put over Mario Kart. Final Fantasy X I would probably put over Mario Kart. Bloodborne I would put over Mario Kart. I think yes. Mario Kart Wii is fine there for right now. I would. This is so hard. This is another issue. These are two completely different genres of games, and I think that's where like a part of the problem's gonna like start rising up. Of course, there's like similar themes in here of what I play, but like, like I think Mario Kart is honestly the only game in here that is a racing game, and it's so hard to compare it. But Mario Kart Wii was so good, man. It's another one of those games where it's like it's a banger. It's a banger of a game. Like, oh man. Oh no. Let's start with this one too. Wonderful Life. I adore this series a lot too. Like a lot of these games are games that I really adore and I still love a lot. I do think Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is very dated from what I remember. I haven't played that remake or I forget what it's called. I don't remember what the new version is. I really want to play that too. But I played I'm assuming A Thousand Year Door. I played like a part of it. I never hang on. I played like a part. I never finished it all the way through. I need to like another one of those games where it's like I need to spend time and actually like go through. And like, why did all my screens just like tap out? What is going on here? Okay. I never finished it. It's another one of those games where I've got to go back and like finish it. Have you played it? There's different Mario Party ones. There's different, not Mario Party, Paper Mario games. Yes. Excuse me. No. Not that one. No. No. Not A Wonderful Every Day. It's called Harvest Moon. Oh, no worries. It's a Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. It's a farm sim. It's like one of the OG farm sim games. It's like very old. Hang on, let me see when it came out. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. GameCube. It came out in like 2003. It's like one of the OG like farm sim games. But the thing about Harvard, like, I think the thing that that made me like, it's one of those games where it's another one of those ones where it's like has that Halo 2 effect where it holds a lot of value for me. But also I love this game a lot. It was like, it's the main reason why I think I enjoy farm sim games as much as I do. I love it so much. I still do love it so much, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know because it pains me to like have Halo 2 out of this list. I would say I would put Harvest Moon. Oh, you know what? It kind of does because you can kind of like if it's the Thousand Year Door one, from what I remember, it kind of does. You basically are forming your own crew as you're trying to hunt. You know, you try to save Princess Peach, but you're also trying to hunt. You're hunting like, you know, some treasures. You're hunting stars and stuff like that. It's really cool. From what I remember, I don't know why I never finished it. I think time just wasn't in my favor when I was like trying to play it. But I definitely need to go back and like play it and stuff. I think like if I played it all the way, I think it may have made its way here. I'm not totally sure. But it's definitely a good game. I wouldn't say it's not even a bad game. It's just that I think I just like at the time when I was originally playing it, I didn't have time in my favor, and I think it just like that was the reason why I kind of stopped playing it. It's just that I fell through with it, I guess, is the best way to put it. But for Harvest Moon, I don't think. Yes, unfortunately. Oh, no worries at all. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Oh man, I do think Harvest Moon I put over Pinkman 2. I think I put Harvest Moon over Super Mario Sunshine. But I don't think it. No. Hold on. I think it beats Celeste. I can't see it being Kingdom Hearts. No. Right now, no. I don't think so. Dragon Quest XI. This is a phenomenal experience. Easily such a spectacular experience. I love this. Again, another game I want to replay here and redo. But also I want to play the other Dragon Quest games because like I've heard like phenomenal things about just Dragon Quest in general. So I'm like looking forward to that. Yes, I've heard the Thousand Door remake is spectacular. I've heard like every like problem the OG had, it basically is fixed in the remake. Like they've patched like everything that could like you could consider wrong with the game or consider to have like a problem with it. It's like been fixed and ironed out. So like you don't have to worry about it, which hey, I'm glad. And then I've also seen the reviews for it on the Switch where it's like it's just phenomenal. There's like no real big issues that people have with it. So I definitely want to try that. You know what's funny? I think like at the time I really did enjoy it, but then I think as I got older with it, I'm like, what in the hell, man? There are like a lot of points in that thing where I was like legitimately scared to read the next line, though. I will say that because I don't remember what scene it was or where it was. I just remembered. Oh yeah, no facts. The I think like it nailed its head, like it nailed the music side of things. I think music wise, it really nailed itself. Like 10 out of 10 music themes. I think everyone in that like the series, the themes of the song, the music themes that it had was great. But I think there was one particular point where I've read it. I don't remember when it was or what section it was in. where I was legitimately like petrified to click the next button when reading it because I was thinking to myself, what the fuck is about to happen here? Because I know there's like an NSFW version of it. I played the Safe for Work version, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the hell the difference would have been for it. Where is this? I thought I don't remember if I took a screen cap of it. I don't remember. But there was a point. I'm trying to see on Steam if I had it still, but I don't know why it's like not showing up. I thought I took a screen cap of it, but I guess I didn't. There was again, I don't remember the point, but I do remember it was like they were coming home at night and the OST was just like horrific in a good way. Like it was like, it sounded like, how do I word it? It sounded like doom was approaching, like dark, like your impending doom is like happening here. I don't remember what it was or which character you were playing as, but I remember that specific point. And I was thinking to myself, what the fuck is about to happen here? I was so scared for it. I couldn't believe it. But like I said, I think like the first time around, I liked it, but then as time went on, I kind of like, I don't want to say hate. I don't like using the word hate, but I definitely I would say that it became less favorable for me, I guess. I can only imagine how the uncensored version was. I've heard like how it was and stuff. I don't remember like everything. I've only heard like how the uncensored version was really interesting, I guess, is the best way to put it nicely. Kind of see, that's the crazy part about like that game is that like I think like the OST like really made that game work. Like it really made it function properly in the sense of creeping you out. But I like, for the life of me, all I remember again was just like I was thinking to myself, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to get myself into. And I think it was that fear factor that kind of like, oh, damn it, that was fun. I don't know. Oh man. It was definitely an interesting time. I will say that. I have no plans to like go back to it anytime soon. I don't think I ever will, but it definitely was a very interesting game. Visual novel. I don't know. People were so picky about what you call a game and what you call a visual novel now. It's insane. Dragon Quest 11. I think my beloved, you go actually right here. I think you fit in like right there. And that kicks out Mario Sunshine. Okay, we're gonna, oh fuck me, we're gonna be debating this shit. Oh god. Hollow Knight. Hey buddy, I love me Hollow Knight. I would like play Hollow Knight on stream. The issue is that everything I've heard about playing Hollow Knight and kind of why I'm kind of may not do it and may just wait on it to do it in my free time. Even with Expedition 33, I've heard that this is an issue where like people get like, you know, you get random people that join your stream, but I've heard like specifically for like Hollow Knight and Expedition 33, I guess it's because like they are just in the Game Awards right now, is that people will sometimes get flooded in with like viewers that are constantly berating you of like how bad you're playing the game and stuff like that. And for me, like, I don't mind anyone calls me like a bad gamer. I don't care. I know I suck at these games and stuff like that. but I like to enjoy my own leisure with it. I like to take my time with it. I like to learn the game and try to mechanically do it myself and stuff like that. And if people want to offer help, I'd tenfold. I have no qualms with it. If you ask nicely, especially if it doesn't have any spoiler, like story spoiler implications with it, you know, I'll be fine with that. But like, if you're gonna just get barraged with people that are just like nitpicky about how you play the particular game and stuff like that, where it's a constant barrage of it, I'd rather just not do it and deal with that. I mean, of course, like, you know, we don't have that many people that ever come in here, but like, just on the off chance it does happen, I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. I really don't want to deal with that. Unfortunately, that might be me being an asshole, but jeez. But Hollow Knight, I think low key, I think I definitely would put you like here. It has been a while since I played Hollow Knight, so I don't know. I think Hollow Knight I would put you here, and Celeste falls out, which again, we're gonna be probably debating. I think when this is done, I think unfortunately, let me clear some of this out right now. I think Pokemon, you fall out. Pinkman 2, I think you do fall out as well. Halo 2, we'll see. I'm gonna see about you. Tetris Effect, I think you fall out. And then these guys, let's debate this. Ghost of Tsushima. Beautiful game. Stunning game. I love it dearly. It's so good. It's so good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I sometimes I'm like, oh God. Like, the funny thing is, if I used to be like such a big like FPS player and stuff like that. And then like I forget I started going down like this RPG like rabbit hole and stuff like that. Like a little bit later. Like my first like I played like, you know, as a kid, my grandparents didn't let me like, you know, have like the murder games and stuff like that. But, you know, I think like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 was like my introduction to FPS games. And they allowed me to do it because my friends got it. And I just remember like I was hooked on FPS. Like Halo 2 was like I think my very no. It wasn't Modern Warfare 2. It was Halo 2 was definitely our first. And that was because it was like at a bargain bin. I think it was like only $5. And they allowed it. But then but I didn't play online at all with it. And then even when I got Modern Warfare 2, it was like middle of its lifetime, middle end, I think. And then I just like played FPS games because that's all my friends in school were playing, and I just played with them. And then later down the road, I started playing RPGs and stuff like that. I started getting back into platformers and stuff like that. But there was a part in my life where I was like just strictly an FPS player and stuff like that. And like, I don't regret it. It's just that like I kind of think like, you know, as you grow up, you're like, wow, what the fuck was I doing? And I think as I've like gotten to this age or more past that point, I'm like, damn dog, I missed out on like a lot of great games. I feel like I do appreciate your comment, man. I really do. I usually don't think I'm that good. I like some games I'm just like I think for like dark, I think the issue is that like sometimes I like do need to like pay attention. I don't know, pay attention is the right word. I think it's more so if you explain the game to me thoroughly in like a good way, I think I can catch on to how to play the game. And I think that's why Darkwood, it took me a little while to like start. But once I like got the hang of it, I'm like, okay, I can cook here. Let me get the hang of things. Let me explore things a bit and stuff like that. I think once I get past that like initial like thread of how does this game truly work, like how do these mechanics work and stuff like that, then I'm all set in Golden. I mean, to be fair though, a lot of these games carried the same sentiment to them to an extent. Like Final Fantasy games, at least the older ones, you know, they carry that same thing of just put your equipment on and stuff like that. Usually their battle mechanics aren't that too different. At least from 7 OG to 9, they're kind of the same linear way. You still have like attack, defense, agility, dodge, whatever the thing is. But like you have action RPGs like the Xeno series, which is a completely different realm of like RPG gaming. Like yeah, you have equipments and stuff like that, but it's all action based where it's like everything's attacking at the same time and you can pull in moves to like output damage and stuff like that, where it's different. And then horror is like a completely different ball game in itself, where horror game mechanics are different game to game. They're so vastly different game to game, which is insane to think about, but it's the truth of it. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I was like, where was I at? Where was I rambling about? Where was I trying to like talk about here? Ghost of Tsushima, another spectacular and wonderful game. I low key. Oh, whoa. Whoops, I didn't mess that up. Low key. I think this is hard. This is legitimately hard. I think I put it right here. No, I think it goes over Dead Space 2. I don't think it's Dragon Quest 11 level. No. And then that does that. Harvest Moon. Again, oh my god, we're gonna have to fucking like re-debate this crap. Oh, we're basically now we have to re-debate this stuff. Hold on. Cause holy fuck. Oh god, what have I done? Oh no. Oh no. Let's see here. This is gonna be weird, man, because I unfortunately don't think The Evil Within makes this list. The more I'm thinking about it, I don't think Evil Within makes this list, but this is like I want to replay this. This is another one of those games where I want to replay on stream one day. When I tell you, like, I think like my kickstart into like horror games, besides Dead Space 2, The Evil Within is like right there with it. I loved Evil Within 2. It was truly a horrific experience in a good way, in a very good way. I really don't like the way they took Evil Within 2. Like I think the gameplay was still good. The story was eh. I just didn't like how Evil Within 2 was like more of an open world horror game. Like it's a cool concept. I just don't think it was in certain areas it wasn't executed, I think, properly as it was in other areas. Like I think a lot of like parts in Evil Within 2, some of the open world aspects of it were a lot better than other open world parts that it had, which is really weird because you would think it would like be the same across the board. It wasn't for some reason. Certain aspects of it were definitely like lackluster a bit, which was interesting. So Evil Within, I am sorry. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is another one of these where I'm gonna have to debate this. I think oh no. if I'm being completely honest here, I like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 over Remake. I do think I put it over Mario Kart. I don't think it goes past this. It should not go past this as long as I keep thinking about it. 13 Age of Sentinels Rim. I think it goes right before Kingdom Hearts. And then that would drop Final Fantasy out. Remake out of this. I think. Halo 2, I don't think cracks the top 25. Super Mario Sunshine. Funny enough, we just need to knock down one more, and this is like going to be like our honorable mentions area. But hold on. This is interesting. I would... Oh, man. The issue that I have is, like... I think I put God of War here. Yeah. Put God of War over Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Nier, Xeno 2, BG3, Cyberpunk, Xenoblade 3. It's funny as hell that nothing cracked the top 5. Like I didn't consider anything. Elden Ring was so good too, dog. I loved Elden Ring. Like Bloodborne was my first like Souls-like game. And then I just went to play Elden Ring. I think I played a part of Dark Souls 3. I think I almost beat it, but then something happened to my game and it deleted my save, and I was just like, fuck that, I'm not playing again. Instead of actually trying to play it and stuff. So that's kind of funny. I don't know if I'll ever play Dark Souls games on stream. I feel like it's the same. I think it's just like the games like Hollow Knight and like Elden Ring and stuff like that. They're great games, but I think the problem is like streaming them, you have that chance of like drawing in. I don't know. I'll have to like research and just see how people have like streamed it. Maybe I won't say never, but I think like the chances of me streaming like a Souls game is like minimal and stuff. I say that now, and then watch we actually like do it. So we'll see. I'm not gonna say never. I won't say never, because there's a chance that I do it, and I might. It's just I want to see, like, I don't mind people joining the stream and stuff like that. Like, trust me, everyone's welcomed here. Anybody, everybody. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do in life. I mean, unless you're like, certain people that I just like stand against. Like, I think it's kind of like obvious what I stand against and stuff like that, like bigotry and stuff like that. Unless you're like that type of person, I don't want you here. But like everyone else, you're all more than welcome. But I don't like. I think like Souls games is just like one of those things where I think it draws out the worst in people. Because I remember I was in a stream watching somebody play, and I just remember the chat being fucking awful, and I hate like just like to be in there and stuff like that. It's just, oh man. No, exactly. Like I think like even when I was playing Dark Souls 3, I was like thinking to myself, why the like I don't know what happened. I don't know if it like the game like didn't save properly, or like, because I think Dark Souls released on the PlayStation 2. I'm gonna be wrong about this. think it was like PlayStation 3. Not 2. Did I say 2? Why the fuck did I say 2? I mean 3. Not 2. Hell no. Yeah, okay, so it was a PS4. I remember that I had like... I don't remember what happened. I think like if I remember correctly, I don't remember the exact interaction of it. I do remember like the day I played it, the day that this happened. I think it stormed pretty bad. But it didn't knock my power out. But like I think I went to turn off my game, and then like maybe a minute too later, our power went out. I think. And I guess like a short circuit may have happened, but at the same, I don't know. I really don't know. All I remember doing was like booting up the game, like the system again, like later that day or later that night or the following day. And it was like, oh, we're restoring your thing. Don't turn off the PS4. And I was like, oh, okay. Booted up Dark Souls 3 and it was like, oh, there's no game save file. Do you want to start a new game? And I was like, no. No. And I was so pissed because I think like I was so happy. I remember, no, this is why I'm going to get triggered again by this. I was so happy because I remember I beat one of the secret bosses that it had in the game, and it was considered the hardest secret boss in it. It is the Nameless King. I beat the Nameless King after like a week straight of playing, and I finally beat him. And I think like me losing my save happened a few days after I beat him and stuff. Like I was invested in Dark Souls 3 and stuff like that. And literally the only reason why it like isn't on this list here is literally because I never finished it. Like if I finished it, I'm pretty sure it would be on this list, but because I got so fucking pissed at me losing my game save after defeating one of the hardest motherfuckers in the game, that, mind you, isn't even a main boss that you have to fight. It's just a side boss you have to fight if you want to test your skills. I just got so fucking pissed and just never touched it ever again. Never. Like, I haven't even picked it up. I haven't, like, downloaded it on a PS5 to play it. I haven't even purchased it on Steam to play it. I haven't touched it since. Which is very sad because, again, I love Elden Ring and stuff like that. And I remember when playing Elden Ring, I was, like, thinking to myself, God, do I love this game. It reminds me so much of Dark Souls 3. And I just... Oh, God. I still remember Elden Ring, playing Elden Ring 2. Elden Ring is such an experience. Hard as fuck, but like it's such an experience. Such a great experience. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, man. How the mighty have fallen. I think if I'm going to... Let me knock these guys out and see who actually would be here. I think... Fooey. I think... Oh, God. I've done thunk. And stuff like that. Oh, this is hard. Like, this is like, who do I kick out of this thing? Okay. We're gonna do it like this. Halo 2, do I put you over any of these? Well, okay, let's start from the front. I don't know. Let me check. Let me see if my Steam thing has it saved. Because I only played for it like once, and I think I started another save, but I like never finished it. In total, I have on Steam, I have 81 hours, point 4. But I think 70 of those hours was like in my first playthrough of it, if I remember correctly. Because I remember I was like, I tried to let me see if it tells me when I last touched this. Yeah, I last played this literally like a year and 5 months ago. Last time I touched it, and I went to do a new character because me and my brother wanted to play it, and then I got busy with work, and he was like busy with whatever he had to do, and we just never touched it again. We went to do the co-op thing, and it just never played out. But I would say about 70-ish hours was dedicated to my first like initial playthrough of it, and it was definitely an experience and a half. But I think I did it like a, if I remember correctly, I don't have it downloaded, but I think I have, if I remember correctly, I did a lot of side content in it. I don't think I did everything that there was to do, but I know there were, like, I did a lot. I did a lot of it, or at least a good chunk of it. I think no, yeah, I did do Ronnie's like sub quest. I got her ending. I did with the whole Ronnie subline. I wanted to do like there were so many cool builds, and I kind of wanted to do, I think at my first playthrough I did a mage build. I know, cheesing, but I did a mage build. And then I was like, with my brother, I think I was trying to do like the berserk build, where it's like you just carry that one sword and you just swing that fucker around and like just kill enemies with it. Because there is a sword in the game based off of berserk, which is so fucking cool. It's so cool. And I was like, I'm gonna do a build around that. Got my starting class, got the things I need to do to just to hold the weapon, and we just never touched it again. Never touched it again, which was so sad. Elden Ring, my dear. I love you. Elden Ring. I think, God, this is so difficult. I think Super Mario Sunshine stays here. Celeste, I would say, stays here too. If I'm honest, it's between Halo 2 and Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, where I'm like debating heavily if they like stay in the honorable mentions area. And I think I would give it to, oh man. I do think it goes to Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Like, and see, this is the thing that's like hard, is that like I love all of these games, right? I think I've like I said earlier, I would consider these games like some of the best games I think I've ever had the opportunity to play. And I'm looking forward to playing games that may break this list. Like when I played Final Fantasy X, I honestly, like, I was excited to play it. I kind of had a feeling after like the first stream that I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was gonna end up loving it as much as I did, and nor did I ever think that it would probably be in this list when we played it. And for it to even get to like 20, I think is like a huge feat in itself, because like I love these games dearly, man. I really do. And for it to like crack that, I'm so looking forward to other games to possibly break this list and stuff like that. To really like get in here and change things up and like kind of do things, like change it up a bit. Like, I'm excited for that. I think that's where it's great. I I don't know how else to say that I'm like really looking forward to what could be or what could break this list. I did save the fucking I saved my old version of this. I wanted to pull it up and put it side by side, but why can I not see it? Let me see something. I don't know why this isn't showing up. Hold on. I'm going to... Hang on. I'm going to default this. Sorry. I'm trying to see... Yes, delete that. Let me see if I can just plop it in here. It doesn't let me do that. Okay. Why is it not letting me like pull this image out? What is this image? Let me check something. Let me make sure it's the right file type. I think that might be it. Where are your properties? Here you are. Oh, that's why it's not working. It's because it's not the right image file. Let me just change it real quick. Okay. That should do it then. Let me see if it appears now. It doesn't. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Well, it's just kind of dumb because... Or maybe I just gotta go re-pull this. Hang on. This is probably gonna take like a little bit. I saved it, but it was just like, I guess... The file type is just... I could have sworn I saved it as a JPEG. I don't know why it completely saved itself as something completely different, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. Watch, I can't find this thing now. This is gonna be hilarious. This will actually be hilarious, or no, it's gonna suck if I can't find this. This is really awkward. If I would have known that it wasn't gonna work out like this, I would have done better. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it does say that it's a JPEG. Why is it not? What in the world is going on with this thing? Okay, that's really awkward. I don't know why it's not letting me save this. I mean, it's letting me save. It's just not letting me, like, I don't know why. Let me type in. I think what I gotta do is change this one file type. Save type as this. This is so awkward, and I am so sorry. Oh, man. There we go. I think it did work this time. Yes, it did. Okay. There we go. Let's take a look at this real quick. Of course, this one doesn't have like an honorable mention thing, but let's line it up right there. Wow. There are... Wow. This is kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to be like that. Interesting. Okay, well, it's good to know Nier Automata is still up top. Kingdom Hearts 2 has fallen quite a bit. Halo 2 has fallen completely out of the rotation too, which is like insane. Xeno 2 has moved up. Super Mario Galaxy has moved down. Xeno 3 has moved up. Harvest Moon has fallen to honorable mention, which is crazy. I still love that game. I think I really want to emphasize that. I still love these games a lot. It's just that, like, over the years, I guess, just like really playing these games is just like, you see a good contrast between them and stuff of like what I've enjoyed and what I haven't, I guess, is the best way to put it, or like things I've really enjoyed. It's funny as fuck. I think Xenoblade Chronicles like stayed in the same spot. That's funny as hell. That is funny. Stardew Valley's basically in the same spot too, which is funny too to really think about it. Final Fantasy IX has moved up, which is cool. I mean, Rebirth has made its way in there because again, this was like years ago, so like Rebirth wasn't even done. Elden Ring has moved up for me. Final Fantasy VII, the OG, it's somewhat the same spot, kind of. Ballpark. Ghost of Tsushima's like literally in the same spot too. So is. Oh no, I mean like they were like one spot like back, but Ghost of Tsushima's still there. Dead Space 2 is still there. Bloodborne is like fallen a little bit. Kingdom Hearts 1 has fallen. Pokemon Platinum has fallen out. Pikmin 2 has fallen out. Mario Kart Wii has fallen out. Hollow Knight's still there. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is in there. Persona 4 Golden. Persona 5 Royal. What was I cooking when I did this, dog? I don't know. I don't know if that's because my taste in games is like has started to change more and more, or if like I've just like when I think back about the games I've played, I don't know. And then Mario Kart Sunshine made the oh, let me change this so that way it's not like too confusing anymore. Honorable mention spot. I mean, Mario Kart Sunshine is kind of like same thing, but it's kind of crazy, dog. Halo 2's not even in the thing anymore. Yeah, Elden Ring shot up a whole row. Elden Ring went up a whole row. Halo 2 fell completely out, which is insane to me, like what I'm thinking about. Super Mario Sunshine, I mean Super Mario Galaxy fell a good bit. It's kind of funny. I didn't play House of Fata Morgana when this came out, so that's kind of an interesting thing to see there. Harvest Moon and Wonderful Life fell out of rotation. That's so heartbreaking for me to see. It hurts. It hurts a little bit. Oh, my chest. It is kind of fucking funny. At least I find it hilarious that Xenoblade Chronicles is literally in the same spot as it was 4 years ago as it is now. I like it's. Whenever I come back to do this again sometime down the future, if it's somehow still in the exact same spot, that will be hilarious as hell. Because that's like, that was unintentional too. Like, it's just funny as hell that it just somehow managed to keep its composure in the same spot. Oh man, I'm glad Stardew Valley is still held its spot for me. A lot of these games are like still in like the similar range as they were. It's just like there's some variation, there's some slight differences. Mario Kart Wii fell into honorable mentions. Dragon Quest XI went up. It's kind of funny. Pikmin 2 fell out. Pokemon Platinum fell out. I think the thing of it is that like this might be a really crazy take. I don't know, Min, if you're like if you pay attention to Pokemon games and stuff, but if anyone ever sees this down the road, Pokemon games are good. I haven't played the new one, the new ZA. I want to whenever I get a Switch 2, which I don't know when that will happen. Maybe in the new year, we'll see. But I like Pokemon games. I don't think I've ever had an issue with a Pokemon game at all. This list is. Oh, whoops. Grabbed it. This is from September 28th, 2023. So, 2 some years, give or take. It's been 2 years and like 3 months, which is crazy. And it's kind of crazy, like how things can change in like that amount of time. Like how I feel about certain things and like what game. See, that's why I'm like so excited for the future. Is that like when I was doing like the ranking thing yesterday with the anime and manga, it made me excited because as sad as it like I would be for things to no longer what I would consider my top like 10, 20, whatever we want to call it, I'm excited for things that could break into that list because I think specifically, I think like I don't know. I get excited about that because it's like what will have a lasting impression on me and stuff like that. And I get excited for that type of stuff. I really do. And I think this just shows like how much my like taste buds have kind of changed over the years too. Whereas like even then it hurts so much for Halo 2 to drop out, Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life to fall out. When did I read The House of Fata Morgana? Let me see. I don't know if it's in my media threads or anything like that. I know it was a while. Wasn't it? I think. Where in the hell? I don't think I added it to a media. I thought I did. Where is it? Ah, got a piece of hair in my mouth. I don't know when I read it. Did I really not put it in a media thread? I do remember like I have read it. I have read it. It's just I don't remember when I read it. Which is insane. Maybe, you know what? I think I might have gone through it before I really did my media stuff, my media thread things, I think. I don't remember when I read it, but it's been a while. It's been a good while. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I do think like they've lost like their magic touch to it because I think like again, Platinum's still here because that was like one of my favorite Pokemon games. But I think at the end of the day, I think like it was it's still a great game. I just think Pokemon games are good. I still have fun whenever I see like Pokemon games. I think they're fun, and I think a lot of people forget what demographic they're for. They're for kids, and can kids games have really complexing and compelling stories? Of course they can, but I think like a lot of people put like these really high expectations on the Pokemon games that it's supposed to age with them when that's never should be the case. I think the Pokemon games just need to go at their own pace and they cater to their own audience, like for the kids section and stuff. I don't think they should. I don't know. Weird take, I know, controversial take, I guess, when it comes to Pokemon, but I still love them. I can't wait to like hopefully play it. Yeah, I think it had to have been before I like did this media thread stuff, and I think the reason why it may not have made this list here is because I even now like it's hard to say if you consider, I don't know, people don't consider some people don't consider visual novels as games and stuff like that. And I went through a decent amount of visual novels at the time, but I think I've like grown to say that they're a game because the thing of it is, I think what changed me into like really think that was 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. That made me, I think. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think it's around when I first originally started Kingdom. I think. But I think like the same thing, like I think the issue is that like I think 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim kind of like changed that like narrative for me for visual novels because I was always on the fence whether a visual novel would be considered a game because it's basically a book. But 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim kind of like changed that for me where it was like a book, but there was like an RTS system in it, which made it like a really cool game. Not only do you have this like really cool story, you have this cool gameplay mechanic side to it. Even though the House and Fata Morgana has like no gameplay, it's really just a book, and you get I think you can only get 2 endings in the base game of it, where it's like good, bad ending, you know, that fun jazz. You just hit A. I would still consider it in the gaming sphere of it. If we don't consider like, you know, the House and Fata Morgana, even though it's a visual novel, a game, I guess we would just put Mario Sunshine 25, Halo 2 would move into honorable mentions and stuff like that. I don't know. Visual novels are they're a very interesting case and stuff. They're very unique. They're a very unique case where I think my opinion on them has changed to the point where I'm like, yeah, I think they are, for me, I would consider them a game. But I can see why some people may not consider them a game, I guess. So I guess there's that. But, you know, it's hard to say. Everyone's different, and I would respect any opinion on it. But I guess like if it had to be removed, you know, Super Mario Sunshine I think goes to the top 25, and then Halo 2 just moves into the honorable mention thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I would do. But since we're here, I might as well. There is about 2 weeks left in the year. I think I'm going to be getting done with like a few other things, but I don't think this is going to change too drastically and stuff. I say we just do a quick little recap of the media of this year. I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun. I think I kind of want to, how do I space this out just a tad bit more? Let's kind of put it like right there. Right here. Dang, 4,000 views. That's actually kind of crazy. I don't be paying attention to views on Twitter. It's just like, whatever. A Short Hike. Great game. Great game. It's still a great game. But it literally, as the name implies, it's very short. Like, I think it's only like an hour and a half, 2 hour game. If you just go the way I did it. Still a great game. The replay of Stardew Valley. Spectacular. Spectacular. I love Stardew Valley so much. And stuff. Pikmin, I loved playing that again. That was great. I love playing Pikmin. Pikmin is such a fun game, man. It really is. I really need to replay 2. Like, see, this is so good. Slay the Sprite. That was a good rogue-like game. I enjoyed that a ton. I had a blast playing that. Marvel Rivals, bro. I fell off so hard. I think I fell off at like what was the season? Let me pull this up real quick. I think it wasn't like, was it last season? The season before? Where I kind of like stopped playing. Oh, whoops! That is not. Just put Marvel, and it was like giving me a whole sort of different things. I think whichever season Phoenix came out. I think. Like the seasons Phoenix dropped, I think that's the season I like stopped playing. I think, yeah, like basically season 3. Yeah. I stopped playing. I don't regret playing it. I had fun in the competitive scene of it when I was playing with my friends. Even when we played for a little bit, man. Yeah, I do miss playing it too. It was fun. It was a fun game, man. It was really good. I still think it's a good game. I still do. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Because still good. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, there's a ton of new heroes added. I know like Daredevil's in there. I think Deadpool got announced for the new year. Rogue's in there. Gambit's in there now. Like, there's so many characters. I don't even know where I would even begin if I were to pick it up again. I want to pick it up again. It's just I don't know where I would like get to it. Excuse me. Blue Lock Season 2. Yeah. Yeah, that was... Excuse me. I think the water went down the wrong way. I think to put it nicely, it was okay. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's... I think the animation, like, put this back a lot. Except for that last thing. The last match, or last episode, sorry, was very fucking good. But, like, everything else besides that, I was like, eh. Bro, same. Like, Marvel Rivals was, like, holding it down for a while for me. I loved it. I loved it. I still, like I said, I still love it. It's just that, like... I don't know. I really want to get back into it someday and like play it. Because it's still a good game. Especially if they keep producing heroes like the way they are. I just hope they keep... I haven't paid... I watch sometimes some competitive games of it. Like competitive tourneys and stuff like that. And it looks like it's pretty balanced, but at the same time, I can't tell you because like everyone that's in those things is like they're professionals, they're competitors. Like you could tell me that they're doing horrible, and I would be like, "Are we sure?" Because it looks like they're doing amazing to me. I think it's like one of those weird things. Captain America: Brave New World. That was a good movie. I just think. I don't know. I'm still kind of excited for Doomsday. I mean, I am. I do, like, my friends and I plan to go see it, like, release night when it comes out, so we'll see. I just think for, like, this one, they, like, hyped up Red Hulk a lot, and he wasn't really in that movie. But, I do like that Sam... I do think Sam is a good Captain America. I do think he's going to be great doing it, but we'll see. The monkey, oh, dog, this is like a fucking fever dream. I still remember this. This movie is... Like, there's a lot of symbolism in it and stuff like that. There's a lot, but it's insane. Doomsday. I think like this month is actually a trailer supposed to start. I think. It releases next December, December 18th of next year. So we will have literally this time next year in 4 days, Doomsday is released. Which what date is that? I think movies come out on like Thursdays now, don't they? No, it's coming out on a Friday. Damn. I did see like Dune, it might be pushed up a month or so. So that could be interesting. But the monkey dog, this fucking movie was a fucking fever dream and a half. Like, there's a lot of good symbolism. I think some of the character interactions are good. But I literally felt like I was on an acid trip a good chunk of the movie. And it's insane to be saying that, but I guess. Tsunami, okay. This was my #1 album of the year. It shouldn't be a surprise. I got to see them in person, like, in March. Was it March? No, it couldn't have been. No, actually, yeah, I did see them later that month. The end of March, I saw them in person for this album. It was so good, dog. I love Spiritbox. Their music's so good. Love it. It was my #1 listened album for thing this year. So that was really good. Sakamoto Days, Season 1. It was fun. I think that's the best way to really put it. Yeah. I think I had more of a fun time watching it than anything. I don't know if I'll ever go to Season 2 and watch it. I mean, I probably will down the road, but Xenoblade Chronicles X. I think... I don't know. Fantastic game. Spectacular game. I think I like hyped this up too much of my own accord and stuff, and I think like that kind of like hurt it, which kind of sucks. I think internally I was just like, oh, it's a Xenoblade game, it's gonna be another 10 out of 10 game, it's gonna crack my top 10, and I still think it's a very fucking good game. It's a very great game. It's just like I think I overhyped it, and I think like this is like one of the main reasons why I kind of, I don't know. But at the same time, I was going through a lot during this time too, so it's like I don't know if that's like has an impact on it as well. It probably did. So we'll see. I might have to revisit this one day and give it like a proper treatment, but we'll see. Thunderbolts. It was good. I don't get why people were like so nitpicky with it. I think people were like a little too nitpicky with it. I thought it was very good. I liked it. I thought it was very good. And again, that post-credit scene was really cool for it. I enjoyed that. Sinners was great. I loved it. I loved it. But kind of like I said here, my viewing experience for it was so fucking ass because one of my friends got the tickets and like he forgot to purchase the tickets, so he was like, fuck, the only thing is like the front row, and I was like holding my neck up the whole fucking time watching the movie. But even then, Sinners is a great movie. I think it honestly is my movie of the year. No, it is my movie of the year. I think Sinners is my movie of the year. That thing was really, really, really good. I love Sinners. Ultimate Invasion, our comic book start. I need to get caught up on the Ultimate Universe. It's good. I don't get it twisted. It's very good. It's just that like I have to read everything for it to make, I guess, not this to make sense, but to get caught up on the rest of the world, to think about what was I gonna say? How things start playing out, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't think so. I think it might have. I don't think it was Sinners. I don't know what clip. Maybe. I don't remember. It might have been, but it might have. If I'm honest with you, I don't remember. There's a lot of good quotes in there. There's a lot of funny stuff that happens besides, like, the obvious other things that happen in the movie. There's a lot of good things in Sinners. There's a lot of good things in Sinners. Faith the Unholy Trinity, a great horror game. I think. Oh man, that's it's something. It's something. I think as horror games go, I think Faith should have made it to the tier list, but I don't think it cracks the top 25 or even the honorable mentions. I think, but this was a very, very unique horror game. I loved it. I think it's very good. Ultimate Spider-Man from the new Ultimate Verse, so good. So good. My friend is like all caught up. He says that like it like dips a bit in quality and stuff, and especially with this universe coming to an end soon, he's kind of like perplexed about it. But I think this initial like start of it kind of, I'm hyped for it, but if it does dip into quality, it does. I'm kind of interested to see how. I would say like the thing that kind of like really got me in. So the thing of it is that like I read comics every now and then, like a while back. I think like I don't know when initially. I would say like this year I initially really got into it like in May. Like when I posted my Ultimate Invasion thing is when I officially really started getting back into it. I picked it up and I was like, let me get back into this. But I always followed it to an extent a while back, but never to the extent that I was. Like I would probably read like a comic like once, like maybe once a year, once or twice a year, if that. And it would be just an issue, like an issue slash chapter. It wouldn't be anything like crazy, but this year is like the official year where I want to get back into it. There's a lot of, I don't know. I think the reason why I kind of wanted to get back into it is because the superhero movies just weren't hitting for me at the time. And I was like, dog, I enjoy superhero movies. There's got to be something out there for me to do or read. Lord Behold, followed like a guide on a YouTube video, and they're like, hey, go to your comic store. You will enjoy these comics if you're getting back into comics or if it's your first time reading comics. They're good. And it kind of just went from there. So I would say of May of this past year was when I really got back into them. But I followed them every now and then. Like I remember I read The Killing Joke, the Batman story, a long time ago. When it came out in like the book edition. I read that when it came out, I think. And I liked that, and I just never followed up on reading any more stuff with it for some reason. Like any more stuff. I will say comics are very hard to, they're hard to get, I would say kind of get into. I wouldn't say they're hard to get into. I think it's kind of hard to follow what's canon, what's not canon, what's in the current timeline, what's not in the current timeline, and stuff like that. And I've kind of like, I remember watching a video and someone like basically put it as like, hey, look, you don't really need to worry about that stuff. Like things get changed all the time. Read what you like, follow what you like, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, because I always thought like the canon thing was like such an important detail. It is for like some comics, but like a lot of comics just go with like their own vibes and stuff like that. So of course there's going to be like certain context clues or certain context things that like don't make sense if you don't know some lore aspects of that particular universe. But a lot of comics do kind of handle their their current story, like the Ultimate Verse. Usually, just gonna reference the Ultimate characters and stuff in that current universe. Same thing with like the Absolute Verse. At like when we get down there, like Absolute Batman usually will just follow things that would happen in the Absolute universe in there, so on and so forth. So sometimes it's easy. There are references, but I would say it's not as hard as people sometimes make it out to be, but it's also, I wouldn't say it's as easy either. I think there's a weird middle line to that. Project Hail Mary. I can't wait for this movie. I really can't wait for this movie. I think it's gonna be great. I loved I love this book. I can't wait for its movie. I think this is gonna be really good. I think this is gonna be really good. Really, really good. I really do. Inceptions. This is cool. This was a cool horror book. I think it's like it's also very gruesome. It's very depictive of like the gruesomeness inside of it. So if anyone ever like picks this up, just be warned, it is a very gruesome book. It really details a lot of grotesque things inside of it. But I think the mystery and sci-fi elements in it, it's like very cool. And how the horror aspect takes place from that is awesome. But it is very, and I mean very gruesome. It like depicts some things that are like insane. Like I don't know why I thought like books had like this thing, like a filter thing where like I know where like in comics you can't like depict certain things and stuff like that. And for some odd reason, I don't know why, I kind of thought that carried over with like certain books too, because I up to this point I didn't think like books could depict certain things that this book was basically doing. But I guess I was wrong. I don't know why I had that feeling or why I thought that. I really don't know why. The Stranger, it's a classic reading thing. The more I thought about this after I like posted this, I really didn't like it. There's a lot of issues. The main character is such a narcissistic person that it's a hard read for me to do. I think like the funny thing is because usually when I'm reading a book, I can knock out, let's say like 2 to 3 chapters a day, ballpark, right? I had such a struggle just reading a chapter, half a chapter from this, and I don't know why I gave it a 5. It honestly is probably like a 3. 3.5 maybe. I get it, it's classic literature where, you know, things don't hold up as much as they do now and stuff like that. But I really just can't, I don't know. It was something. Ugh. Let me change the song real quick. It's that weird end thing. Firewatch, and like basically this was like our first return to really streaming. I really do gotta update this list. Because of, excuse me, because of Metal Gear. Gotta do that. Firewatch was cool. First stream back, I am being honest with you, I was very nervous, and I think I kind of impacted this. So I think like after like sitting on it for a little bit more, we'll probably come back and replay this and give it like a proper introduction. But I think like I was really nervous. That same thing like with Firewatch, Signalis, and Doom, I was kind of nervous of like doing things and stuff, but now I'm like really comfortable. So I think I kind of like impacted this, but Firewatch was fun. I do remember having fun with it, but I don't know if the score really still holds up. I still think, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Absolute Batman. Greatness, dog. Just it's great. Like I'm having such a blast with it. It's really really such a fun time. I'm so looking forward to what happens next. We just dealt with Bane. We officially have Joker. We're getting Poison Ivy. We're getting Scarecrow. We're getting our Robin, which again, I'm looking forward to see if the fan theory is real. If the fan theory of like what our Robin is, I think it might cook. It might like cook even more. And then we kind of got like our absolute Riddler, but we kind of didn't. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. But then we also have the possibility of our absolute Two-Face and absolute Penguin, which could be interesting depending on how things go. And then also absolute Catwoman. That she was so great, dog. She's so beautiful too. Look at this dog, like absolute fucking Mr. Freeze. Bane, like dog, it was great. Phoenix was good. Phoenix, like, it kind of sucks that the ending ended the way it did, but I think like the start of this is like really cool, man. Like, I think Phoenix starts out really cool. It's just like, unfortunately, the ending kind of like, kind of bad. But the author, I think it's Stephanie, how I pronounce it. I don't have her. It's not on the cover. But I think her name's Stephanie. She announced, like, she's, like, I think, like, the reason why some of her works got kind of cut is because she's a part of a big project with Daredevil now, which I'm going to be reading, and it's coming out next year. But I think that's why some of her works got kind of cut a little weirdly. Because I think she did something else and it didn't do well. I don't know. I'll have to come back and... I mean, we'll see with Daredevil, how her Daredevil thing goes. We'll see. Signalis, it was a very good horror game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Again, this is like when we first started streaming again. So I was still kind of nervous and not really sure how I really wanted to do things, but I still have fun with it. It's another one of those games I'm probably going to have to redo down the road just because of how nervous I was with it. Gora's Last Tour, I can't speak enough about how great this is. Two doofuses traveling around the world in a post-apocalyptic world, bro. Like it can't, it can't get much better than that. It really can't. Beneath the Trees, again, I've talked about this. This is like, this is really good. The second part of this is heading in such an interesting direction. So much so that it's taking like, hang on, let me pull it up real quick. I think it's like on a 2 to 3 month break right now because I think like they didn't realize what, or like, I think I don't remember the like exact context of what happened. Let me see if there's anything coming out for this month for it. No, there isn't. It doesn't come back till January. And it's something right now. It is something, because I'm telling you right now, the way they keep cooking up things, this shit might be insane. Like, it will be kind of crazy. I'm definitely like looking forward to it because I don't know how it's going to end, but I think it's like, just from what the pictures are showing, it might be crazy. It honestly might be crazy. 28 years later, it was a movie. In a good way. I still think, again, kind of like how I said here, I think I left this movie theater. Yeah, I left with more questions than I did answers with the movie. Which, you know, take with that what you will. It's It's interesting. I definitely want to see where the next one comes in and how this gets wrapped up. Maybe Doom again played on stream. One of the first ones I was still kind. This is where I kind of think I caught my groove. I think and stuff like that, where I've kind of like really started to get used to. I get because I mean I've talked in front of this mic for a while, but I think like getting back into what I was doing or have been doing, I think this is where like I started to really catch into who I am and stuff like that. So it only can go up from here, hopefully. Absolute Batman, we've talked about. Batman Year One was pretty good. The only thing I think I had an issue with, uh, okay, I didn't talk about it here. The only issue I had with this is the fucking cursive writing in this, and that's literally the only issue. Is that like I suck ass reading cursive, and it doesn't help. Like it really kind of made things interesting when I was going through it. I was like, bruh, that shit's hard. Superman, amazing movie. I loved it. Had a great time with it. I'm looking forward to Supergirl this upcoming year. I think it's this upcoming year. I think so. Looking forward to that. Fantastic Four. It's slow paced, but it was still a very good movie. I enjoyed this. And again, I like this says right here. I'm looking forward to Doomsday as long as they build off of this. I don't know how the rumors of what's happening in Doomsday and stuff like that, or what like has kind of like transpired, I'm kind of like nervous about, but we'll see. We're definitely gonna see. Vinland Saga, I think like with yesterday's rankings, I kind of prove like I don't prove anything, but I think I kind of like stand the test of it's a one of one story. I love it dearly. I really do, and I think it's great. I really do. I need to really, really reread this sometime down the road. I really do. Phoenix talked about this. The sphere that cuts through water. This is God. This is a good book. I think from like a fantasy's perspective, written characters and stuff like that, it was good. I think my overall issue with it is actually my enjoyment of it. I just didn't have that much fun with it, I guess. Excuse me. And I think that was the issue. I still think that's the issue because like everything else about this is like really cool and really well done. Especially like the ending build up and stuff like that. That was really awesome. But my enjoyment of it is like really low. I think that might sound weird because like again, everything else about this I would be like, oh, characters are great. Story's cool. Setting's cool. The fantasy system's cool. It's just like I think I had it was such a hard thing to read. I think the reason why I had a hard time reading it is because of how the chapter layouts are. Because usually what like most books, chapters have like, chapter 1 here it starts at a new page and stuff like that. This one the chapters could start like in the middle of a page, near the bottom of a page, sometimes a new page and stuff like that. And I think that kind of threw me off a lot when I was reading, and I think that was the cause of it. But it's still a good book. I still think it's a good book. Power of Fantasy, I'm reading the other works this author has been going through. I'm reading one right now called Die. It's really good so far. And it's kind of like the same vibes I'm getting with this. Like this whole group of characters are really good. They're all unique. I love like their designs and stuff like that. I think they're really cool. Like the artwork here is just spectacular. And it's the same thing like he's like that's happening in the book I'm reading right now. His like story and the way he's able like the way the artwork the way the artist is able to complement his like writing is insane and stuff like that. And I'm I'm looking forward to seeing where Power Fantasy leads to. Because it's at a really interesting point right now. I'm just like looking forward to see how it does. Godzilla, Complete Rulers of Earth. There's not much I can really say about it. It's really cool. A lot of this is just like some really cool fighting stuff, like with Godzilla, Jet Jaguar, other kaiju's and stuff. There isn't much more I could really say about that. I mean, it's Godzilla. I love Godzilla. So, Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings. This honestly is my book of the year. I love this. I love this book. I still think about this fucking book so much. I love this. I can't wait to read the other Stormlight Archive books. I really can't. I think I might take a little detour and read some of his Mistborn stuff before I continue with the Cosmere, just to see, like, I never get like a full right answer when it comes to this. Some people say you need to read Mistborn to kind of get like subtle hints inside the Cosmere stuff. We'll see. Everyone, like, no matter where I go, it's either yes or no. I'm gonna read probably some Mistborn stuff and see where that takes me, or listen to it at least, and we'll go from there. Yeah, you could tell me I went on a fucking tangent after reading this whole fucking book because it was a good tangent. And I was just like, bruh, it's good. Weapons was interesting. I really like how this movie was shot. I think it's very cool. I liked it. It's definitely got like an interesting ending, I would say. And I heard like they're doing, I think, like a prequel to events that led up to this. I don't know how on board I'm going to be with that. I think I got to like see a trailer. I'm interested in the concept of it. I think it's more so of like the execution of it that I'm kind of like, hey, let me see how this plays out. Bug Wars, it's a good read. I just like hate bugs. Like I don't mind bugs. I hate these I don't mind bugs. It's the close-up images of the bugs that were driving me kind of crazy. Where seeing a whole like beetle's face depict like right in front of you the way it was is what like kind of made this like interesting. But other than that, I think it's a very cool story. I'm looking for the one-shot follow-up coming up this year. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how that goes. Power Fantasy, again, spectacular. It's drawn amazingly. The story is very, very interesting. I think it has gotten better as time has moved on. I'm looking forward to see where it goes. Hush, Batman Hush was great. I enjoyed it. I can see why people really like it and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool, but I think it got kind of predictable towards the end. I think like that's the only thing. But other than that, I'm pretty cool with this. I had a great time with this. Final Fantasy X. It's great. Unfortunately, that's like the best way I love this. I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. Final Fantasy X, I think, maybe my game of the year. I think it's my game of the year. I love this series so much. Or this game so much. Series is the whole thing, but I love this game a lot. I really did. I really do. A Highland Song, it was okay. I like the music. I think it's just not optimized well for PC, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I think it's pretty cool. I enjoyed my time with it. All-Star Superman was pretty cool. It was like I'm not a big Superman fan, which is weird. I liked the movie, like I really did, but I don't know. I've never I think like the thing is with me and Superman is that like I think he's cool. It's just like I never really, I don't know. Maybe if I read like a really 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 good book by like that, where I guess All-Star Superman was supposed to be that, but like even then I was just like, oh, this is pretty good and stuff. I think that's just all. Like, I think like I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have to go through like my superhero. Maybe not, because I have to read more about these other superheroes. Like I've always, as a kid, like liked superheroes and stuff like that. But if I rank them right now without any further backing knowledge and stuff like that, I would. I don't know. I do think like Batman's definitely there. Spider-Man's definitely there. I love my X-Men. I love my X-Men. Um,
Establish credit now, so you'll get approval.
who else? I put Miles in there. I love me some Miles Morales.
Freedom Rise credit card. Learn more.
X-Men. I think I like all the X-Men, but I guess if I had to pick out like certain X-Men, I definitely would say Wolverine, Rogue, Storm, Phoenix, and yeah, I think that's how I would put the list for right now. Absolute Martin Manhunter, very very good. It feels like it's a cool depiction. It's such a cool depiction of Manhunter, which, you know, it's funny. I never thought I would like Manhunter the way I would. I don't. I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of him, but like this book is like cooking, dog, with how he's depicted and stuff like that. It's so cool. It's so cool, and I'm so looking forward for it coming back later this month. I'm so looking forward to, or is it this month? Let me see. I don't know if it's this month he comes back or if it's next month. Let me see. Yeah, he comes back next week. Okay, yeah, so the official like thing comes back next week. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. I hope they said they took this break to make sure that they are following up, like making sure the story is still as good as it was. So I'm looking forward to it. Absolute Power was a book my friend let me read. He had it. He was like, "Here, just read this." I was like, "Okay, that's cool." I think kind of what I said here kind of is the same sentiment I still feel. I think like if it was just a tad bit longer, it would have been great. It's just that it's really short. It feels rushed. Yeah, that's all I really can say about it. The Martin was really good. I had this on like I was listening to this audio wise. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. I think like I don't know, audiobooks sometimes are really weird, so this might be like a really weird factor of how it's rated just because it's an audiobook reading of it. But I still enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. One Piece, Sky Island Saga. All I can say was peak. It's peak. It's like legitimately was such a great time reading this section of One Piece. I'm so looking forward to me sitting down and talking about it sometime next year when I update my One Piece manga following video logbook that we have going on. But this was great. This was spectacular. I love it. It's Water 7 in them might be a close second, but I think Skypiea is definitely like or the Sky Island Saga is definitely like my favorite saga in One Piece right now. Definitely is. Dune was pretty good. I enjoyed Dune. I see the hype for it. I need to definitely catch up because like all the movies are coming out and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I need to really catch up on it. And like I said, the book 3 of it is like the only part I had an issue with. It was just like more of a pacing thing where I was like a little about, but we'll see. I need to catch up on these because I want to watch the movies and see what this is about. Battle Beast, it's cool and stuff like that. I don't think it holds as 8 out of 10 anymore. I think I would drop it to a 7. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that it was getting repetitive. But it's coming back in the new year, so they took a break for it. We'll see how it goes. Exquisite Corpse. This is really cool. I still think I hold up with the 8 out of 10 so far with it. It's good. It's a definitely very gruesome battle royale type thing going on, and I'm very curious about how things are gonna go. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like, there's only like a handful of ways this can go. I don't even say a handful. I would say only like a few fingers, like maybe like 3 to 4 fingers, the way this story could go. I'm very interested to see which way they take it. I'm very interested. Odd Taxi was fun. Wasn't really expecting it the way, I mean, Odd Taxi, you know, odd being in there. It was an odd time, but it was an odd and fun time. I really liked it. I thought the characters were great. The story was actually really good too. I wasn't expecting the story to play out the way it did, but played out very well. My Dress Up Darling season 2, I thought it was okay. I think it did a lot better this time with the characters and stuff like that, and like really showing off everybody, like making them more there. But yeah, I think that's all I can really say about that. Okami was a fun time. I liked Okami. I'm looking forward to the new game that comes out, and I enjoyed Okami. I think it was very good. Flagrant Flower blooms with dignity. What can I say, dog? What can I say? It's everything I've hoped for with how they would have adapted it, and more. So I'm very happy with this adaptation of it. I just hope we get a season 2. That's all I'm hoping for. That's all I want, and I hope it comes true. Phoenix kind of like talked about this. Ending's kind of what brings us down, but still a pretty good book. Comic. Tormented Souls, very interesting, very confusing, but I think it's still a pretty good horror game. I enjoyed it. I really did. It's very unique, and I'm looking forward to playing 2 someday. Little Nightmares. I thought it was gonna be longer. Not that like is a bad thing, but it's definitely interesting. I think we're gonna play 2 someday. It's just a matter of when we get to that. We'll see. We'll see. But Little Nightmares was an interesting time. It was an interesting time. Girls, I can never pronounce this right, so I'm sorry if anyone sees this down the road and is like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a very short game, but it's a very good game. I do plan to talk about this. Don't know when, but it's beautiful. If you want something that's really short, beautiful looking, and does tell a compelling story, I would say check this out. It's very good. Very good. Batman The Long Halloween. This was also cool. This is like basically the introduction to Two-Face. It's great. I'm loving that DC has these compact comics because it's really cool. Makes things really easy to read. But yeah, The Long Halloween I thought was pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. The end was also kind of a cool twist. I wasn't expecting it. Dredge, again, another cool horror game that had fishing with it. I think that was like that's amazing. It's cool as hell. I enjoyed it a lot. That was fun. Jeff the Land Shark, the comic, was not even this was very fun. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of this book. I think it was like very fun and stuff like that. It was so fun to just read Jeff on his adventures with like everybody here. It was fun. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, I was disappointed by. You know, again, Miles is like one of my favorite like superheroes, but I think the way it kind of felt like Miles was there and then everyone else is in the front. And I kind of felt bad. I mean, like, the ending is very interesting because it opens up a lot of things for Ultimate Endgame. But I was disappointed with this. I know it was a short one. Maybe if it was longer, it would have been better. But again, I think the main issue that I had with it was that Miles was there. Like, this is a story that was mainly centered around Miles, and it felt like Miles was a side character for a good chunk of this, and that kind of sucks. It really does. The Children of the Corn. I didn't like it. I think the concept of this is very cool. I think it's very awesome. It's horrific. But the execution of it all is just like where it falls apart. Like, children that take over a town by killing all the adults and making their own cult. Like, that's insane. That's a cool concept as hell. It's just the way that it's executed was just not good. And again, like, it's an older film, so it's like you can kind of like get away with some of that stuff, but I really don't think this version of it is that good. Dungeon Crawler Carl, tongue twister. It's a literature RPG. I loved it. It was fun. Everything about it is just like fun. And I love the moral complexity of it, like being we're here in a dungeon and there's active humans here as well. Can we kill, like, the moral complexity that this book takes you on is very interesting. I think this is on book 8 now, and I'm only on book 1, so I'm looking forward to reading the other books sometime soon. Don't think I'll be caught up in the new year, but I want to get, I would say, read another 1 or 2 books to it. We'll see. Absolute Batman Annual 1. I loved Batman. Again, like I've said about the Absolute Batman, but this was a really good read. It's very unique, different perspectives about different things that happen outside the Absolute Batman world and stuff like that, especially when he fights, racism and stuff like that. It handled it, I think, very well. Resident Evil 2, looking forward to playing the other Resident Evil games, especially with 9. 9 looks fucking great when they showed it at the Game Awards. I can't wait to play that someday, but I need to get caught up on all the others before then. So we'll be hopefully tackling a good chunk of those in the new year. We'll see. Watchmen was interesting. I don't mind it. I think at times it was like very slow paced. I think that was the issue. But near the end, it really picks up, and I think that's where it really got good. But it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. Oh, I don't know why this cuts off here, because I got so much, probably. Strange Houses. Very interesting book. Sorry, I'm opening this so we can have it ready to go down to the other stuff. Very interesting. I will say that. I think, like, the pacing is a little off with it, but the mystery behind it's so cool and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, when the ending came along, I'm like, fuck, dog, there's no way that this is the solution to this, or this is the thing that was behind it all. It was like, there's no way it's that clear as day, but I guess it is. Xenoblade, wow. Final Fantasy X-2. Again, I think, like, the way I talked about it is, like, kind of how I felt. It's definitely not Final Fantasy X, but I don't think that's a bad thing in regards to this. I think it's, like, its own thing. There's certain things that are weird, that are different. But again, I don't think it's that bad and stuff. It's unique, and I had a fun time playing it. Absolute Wonder Woman, banger. I can't wait for the next trade back to come out so I can read the next volume. I'm looking forward to it. I think it comes out in February. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Smiling Friends. Funny as hell. It's funny as hell. I loved it. I enjoy it. It's stupid fun. Love it. Wow, I can't speak. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. It's Godzilla. and it has the Marvel characters in it. What more can I say? It's fun as hell. I had a more fun time. I don't care how some characters are a little weird of how they talked about certain things, but it's Godzilla. I had a good time. We love me some Godzilla. Batman, Arkham Asylum, again, another replayed game, or a game we're replaying as we go through here. Can't wait to play the other ones. I'm looking forward to replaying the Arkham series. I've been meaning to play it for a while. And going back into it's actually been such a blast. I can't wait to do it more. Smiling Friends, again. It's Smiling Friends. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I think like when I'm down, or if I'm ever down, I'm going to pull up a Smiling Friends like episode and just watch it because it's so fucking fun. It's just so funny and stupid. Godzilla, the Kaisu universe. This is very cool. Again, Godzilla fan. But this is like really, really cool, dog. Like, if you all ever get a chance to read this universe, it's what they're doing is very different. I think they're like, not even think, they're doing things that like I think people like me have been asking for a while. It's like add the more human side of Godzilla's stuff to this, to his world. It makes things fun, and I think they're adding that with like superpowers and stuff like that, and it's working. I'm enjoying the hell out of it right now. I am. And then of course our crew is so cool. They're so cool. They're so good. Invincible Volume 1, the compendium. I got like, so what's funny is I got like the whole 3 sets of compendiums for a really good steal. I think like retail price for them all is like 180, and I got all 3 of them for like $50, which is a steal. So I'm looking forward to reading all of Invincible sometime, either into the next year, finishing it all up, or yeah, probably, we'll see, more than likely. But Invincible is really cool. I'm enjoying it. It starts off kind of slow, but like the middle picks it up, and then at the end I think is where things really get going. And that's why it's like at an 8.5. It's just because that beginning is like a really slow start. It builds up everything and stuff like that, but I think like that's the only flaw in it. But other than that, it's so good. Darkwood. I don't know if this is really surprising because I don't know if my gameplay really showcased it. I think this is very good, a very good game. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm definitely looking forward to 2, even though 2 is apparently like under a new like, I think, different developer or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember correctly off the top of my head. I could be wrong about that. But I'm looking forward to 2. I think this is a very unique game. I enjoyed it. I really want to come back and play it again one day down the road and get the real ending to it. Predator Badlands. Phenomenal. I enjoy the Predator movies, so this was really cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say besides that it really was good. I loved it. I loved me some. This was good. It was better than what I thought it would be, and all the ratings it got, I think it truly deserved. Batman, again, we talked about Batman, Joker's implementation. Yeah, just keep cooking, absolute Batman. Just keep cooking, because that shit is good, so good. And then as of right now, this is the last thing, is Babel. This is probably the second book. Like, The Way of Kings is definitely my book of the year. This is probably like easily right behind it. I loved it. I loved all the characters. I love the story. I love the themes. I love the magic system's kind of like where it's weird, but other than that, everything about this was great. I loved it. Yeah. The ending really got me. I will say that. The ending really did get me. I was choked up a little bit. I will not lie. The last official chapter before the epilogue really got me. And I don't want to spoil it because I think people should go read it. But that last chapter, building up to that particular point, I was like, fuck, man. Like, I kind of got like, it was building up for like the last few chapters to that point. I will say like the pacing in this book is kind of weird sometimes, but you know, but everything building up to that last chapter before the epilogue. Ooh, ooh, that's really all I can say. It was something. I do have a few more things that are probably going to get on this list at from the end of the year. I'm almost done with a few things, so this thing might be updated, but as of right now, this is the last one as of December 14th. So yeah. I think for like my New Year's challenge, I don't know if we'll do it on stream. We probably won't, but I want to read 10 books in the new year. Which doesn't include comics or manga, because I feel like if I were to do that, I would blow that challenge out of the park like instantaneously. Cause like almost like when I'm reading One Piece, I'm knocking out every time I read a One Piece. Like when I go through One Piece, I read like maybe a volume and a half of volume every time I hit like that. And I'm reading One Piece, I think like at least once or twice a week. So I would knock that thing out like within 2 months. I rather just, and it's not like I'm trying to segregate them. It's just like more so of I want books to be in its own category, and manga comics being its own thing, even though everything of literature is like literature. But I want to kind of keep it in a different pile than the others, because again, I feel like I would blow that my own personal challenge out of the waters if I included manga and comics. But I think I'm going to call it here for today. Thank you, Min, for joining me. I appreciate you. And thank you to everyone who sees this days, weeks, months, years from now. I appreciate you. I won't be streaming Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday. Unfortunately, for the rest of this month, though, we are going to be like a little short on streams, unfortunately. So I might be playing like some shorter games from here on out till the new year and stuff like that. But thank you, Min. I appreciate you, as always. I always do. And thank you to everybody who sees this. Remember, check your posture, drink your water, get your steps in, and always remember you're important. And until Friday, wow, I will catch you all later. Please take care of yourself. And be careful out there, because I'm always watching, Mazowski. I'm always watching. Adios.